All right, we're joined by Coach Cori, who secures the most wins in UCLA program history with 297 after today. Graduate student Angela Dugalić, who had career-high 22 points, and junior Lauren Betts. When you're ready for an opening statement, Coach.
I was just telling the staff that, obviously, number one, it's the staff. But I think about people like Billy Moore, who really built UCLA basketball and being a woman Olympic coach, just doing so many great things. And then Pam Walker, she's been here over 35 years and has gone through multiple staffs and just continued to help us build. And so the only reason that's really meaningful to me is for all the people that have been so loyal and faithful and believed in our mission. So I just want to humbly say thank you to them and really appreciate that. Thank you also to Long Beach. I think they were really, did a great job wanting to have a great environment in Southern California basketball. We want to grow this together, and that's really important to us. I'm really happy for, players that showed growth steps, and I'm also happy for an opportunity to continue to, figure out what gets exposed. That's what all this is, right? As we go into, we have two more non-conference games, and then we're into the meat of our Big Ten schedule, and every game has to be a fact-finding mission. Every game has to be something where us as coaches go, okay, what got exposed in us? What do we need to address? And what do we need to celebrate and keep doing more of? So thankful for another opportunity to get better.
Coach, first off, congratulations on becoming the all-time winningest coach. Yesterday you said, against Washington, your team wanted to be the pretty team more so than the gritty team. Do you think your team stepped up today to your call to action on defense and rebounding? I
thought we did in the first half, and especially the first quarter. I think our sustaining that over time has got to be something that we continue to get better at. I really was challenging them. One of the last timeouts, I told them of a story I heard Jay Wright say today. He was Jay Wright, has multiple national championships at Villanova, and he was commentating a game, and he said, there's a common thread of all of his championship level teams is that they had a player on the team that was like, we will not allow us to play less than our best. That dog that says, not on my watch. We are going to maintain the focus that's needed and really challenge them. That's where I think we need to grow. Them within themselves, not allowing each other to settle or be anything less than their best. I thought we had glimpses, but I still think we have steps to take to have that consistently be a part of our identity.
And then, Angela, can you just talk about the game you had today? For a while, you were perfect, and then just getting that career high.
Yeah, thank you. It's because of my teammates, really. It's just another game for me, and it's fun just to play with my teammates. And I don't know how to describe. It's my career high, but it's not really a big thing for me. For me, it's like playing with my team and doing different things that we haven't done before. I think still I have to figure some things out on defense, but yeah. Thank you.
Hi, Coach.
Hi there.
Charlotte Moore here. You called a timeout in the fourth quarter, around the 6-minute mark, and I know it's always a teaching moment or a regrouping moment. Can you, if you remember that timeout, can you talk about what was going on and what did you want to relate to your team at that moment?
I think that is when I started to talk about just, Jay Wright and what we needed to have happen, but also who was going to step up and guard number 12. Credit to her. She had herself a night, and we rotated a lot of people on her, and she found ways to score. And I wanted to put who wanted to be on her, and Kiki Rice stepped up and said, I want to guard her. And so we put Kiki on her, and I think from the almost 4-minute mark on, we didn't allow them another bucket. But at that point, I wasn't very happy about, it just didn't seem a lot of pride. The same thing kept happening to different people, and there wasn't enough pride within ourselves to go, no, we're going to do something different. We're going to make you beat us a different way, but that's not going to keep happening. And so that was a big part of the message.
All right, and for the front court, I don't want to end on that note, because you guys did step up. In the first half, you guys were dominating. Can you talk about playing against a small group? What did you guys see, how they were guarding you, or how did you think that they were playing you, and how did you want to respond?
I'll answer for Lauren and I, but I think it's just another game for us to get better, no matter what team we're playing. This might not be one of the best teams that we're playing, but still they're a really good team, and we just have to figure out a way to win and to work on ourselves, whether it's offense or defense. Lots of teams guard us very different ways. I think a lot of teams are, especially with Lauren, very, very physical in the post, so some things get called, some things don't, but I think we still work through it and still are able to mainly focus on ourselves and what's working for us, what's not.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Couple from Sam Garcia, Daily Bruin coach, obviously with your milestone today. Congratulations. What do you think has fostered your success over the years at UCLA?
I hired people smarter than me. The reality for me is that, I get to work with unbelievable people that really believe in the mission of our program, and it is different than other people's. And so to have a staff that, and not even just assistant coaches, but support staff and everybody else that is so deeply committed to what we're trying to do for the lives of young women through basketball is remarkable. And I am so lucky to have such an amazing group of people. So that's why it's so meaningful to me, is because I'm surrounded by such incredible people. And I think we believe in the mission. And we really do think it's not a job, it's a calling for us. It's what we're meant to do to make a difference in other people's lives. And so it really is much deeper than wins and losses. And hopefully wins are just a byproduct of pouring into people's habits and hearts and helping them become the best version of themselves.
For both coaches, for coach and players, you go into halftime locker room with a 30-point lead. What's that conversation like for you guys to stay focused? And coach, what are you saying to the team?
I just think that in the locker room we talked about always just holding ourselves to the highest standards. So just making sure that, like, boxing out, like things that we don't really do consistently because we're so long and then we can just out-rebound people easily, like just making sure that we're always boxing out. Passion plays is something that we always talk about. We need to always get those up. So I think, just the little things that we can always work on as a team. But I think just, making sure that we're always holding ourselves to a really high standard.
Yeah, I just think Lauren said it best. It's just, who do you want to become and what habits? And don't deceive yourself. March is happening now. We are growing into the kind of team we will be. And by the time March comes, you're going to want to have used every opportunity to become who you're going to become. So just trying to challenge ourselves to that end.
Coach, solid performances across the board. 5 Bruins scored double-digit points. Can you just talk about the depth you see in this team?
Well, it's unmistakable. We've talked a lot about how we've played so many different starting lineups, and that very well could continue. The reality is we have several kids that can start at this level, and that's what a luxury. And so we have a really deep team that allows us to play in different ways, and the challenge is to be able to stay synergistic and be able to adjust with different kinds of game plans, but it's obviously a tremendous strength to have as much depth as we have.
Lauren, both your parents played here. Can you just talk about what it's
Andy
like
and Michelle.
to play, in the pyramid like your parents used to?
Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, it's like a full circle moment. They were texting me before the game. They were like, we want you to win, but don't embarrass them. Like, but yeah, I just think it's super cool, and obviously, just really excited to be here. Love Long Beach. Obviously, sorry we had to do it to them like this today, but yeah, I love this school. So yeah.
Angela, getting back to your efficiency a little bit, what have you done and what has kind of led you to this point of that efficiency and making so many shots consistently?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us do extra work, whether it's before practice or after practice, and I normally work out with our assistant coach, Matsuric, that's his Serbian given name. But no, he's him and JC, but specifically he's been helping me he wakes up so early, has to do game plan meetings, all this different stuff, then helps me out, helps other teammates out. So he's one of the bigger people in my process right now currently, but I still think as well I have the coaches still talking to me, which as she said, I think we have the best coaching staff in the nation. I've been here for longer than the rest of my teammates, so I've known them for how they work and all this stuff, and I think Cori has selected some amazing people with her, and she knows how she works with them, and it's been great. So I think credit to them, and also just credit to my teammates, because every day is an opportunity to learn and grow, and I do that with my teammates. So it's if something isn't the best thing, we figure out a way to fix it, and yeah.
The bottom line is you earn what you want, and she has earned it with all of her extra work, and so has done a great job with her. But if he was just showing up and she wasn't earning that work and putting in the work, she wouldn't be seeing the increases of efficiency that you're seeing.
And then Angela and Lauren, what does it mean to get Cori this win tonight? And it's really just like another milestone in this season that has had like milestone after milestone. What does it mean to be a part of that?
I mean, it's amazing. I'm super happy for you, Coach Cori. I mean, she's definitely deserved it. I know she doesn't like to give herself a lot of credit, but she really is like an amazing coach. And I say it all the time, like I'm just super grateful to play for you, and just everything that you've done for me in this entire process transferring here wasn't easy, but you definitely pushed me every single day into becoming like a better woman, a better basketball player, and I'm truly grateful for you. So I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
It means a lot.
Everything.
I want to talk to you about about London. She's not here right now, but she was 1 of 9 from the floor, struggled a little bit, but she was always the first one on the floor, hustling, all that stuff. How important is it to have somebody like her on the team?
It's imperative. I think that's something that we've been really trying to. Another one who deserves a lot of credit for that is Kendall Dudley, Gabriela Jaquez. But, Gabs has been getting a lot more points recently, but Kendall's another one that every time she comes in, we get extra possessions, more passion plays. But London, I tell her all the time is that the way she's grown is that everything doesn't ride on her shot anymore because she's learned to do so many other things. So, whether it be diving on the floor, getting to deflection, keeping people in front of her, pressuring the other team's point guards, all those things, they're winning plays. I don't really care if it shows up in a stat sheet. I know that it helps you win. And so, just a credit to London that especially on a night that maybe she wasn't making shots that she usually makes, that she's still finding a way to help us make winning plays.
Anything else? Thanks,
Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much.
I want to get a picture of us on the screen.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, is my camera not working? There we go.
Oh my god.
All right.
Angela never misses a moment.
Okay, there we go.
So that's